like a hammer.
Hey everyone, this is a battle against Mastershake1042. Yeah, 1042. This first battle here is just kind of a mistake. As you can see, it's huge things. As you can see there, as you can see here. Oh no. Oops, leftovers. Yeah, and that was the one rule that was not supposed to be in place, and he broke it. So I'm like, you know you're not supposed to have leftovers, right? And he's like, oh, oops, can we start over again? And I'm like, man, why not? So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll just play whatever he wants to do again. And since I know he has a trick glass, I'm thinking, no, I could switch to my Togekiss and he could just be on that infinite loop switch, but I'm just going to do the same moves again because I don't want to be a jerk. And of course he tricks again, and I EQ. It's obviously going to almost kill last, except it would kill him, except he doesn't have the sash anymore. And now my Mamoswine has a nice scarf. But he switches, and at that point I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Wall Maker can still make a wall and pretty much own Latios pretty efficiently. So he goes and does another Dragon Pulse. He's doing a lot of damage to me, but I don't care. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. So then I go to Don't Move 2, and I go ahead and just use Air Slash, and then he uses T-Bolt. And of course I get paralyzed. It's like obvious it's gonna happen eventually. So I'm like, well damn. Okay, well, I guess I'll just have to make do. And of course, Air Slash isn't gonna do jack to us, Snorlax. I'm like, yeah. And I'm gonna take advantage of Snorlax's very, very slow speed and set up a barrier. And just, I want to kill that Frostlass because I know it's gonna be annoying. So I set up some Stealth Rocks. And I'm like, cool. And I sent out this map, who I probably should have sent out in the first place. And I know he's not going to stay in here. It's like, why would you stay? Okay, that makes no sense. And I go ahead and use Substitute. And my light screen wears off. That doesn't really matter, I guess. And he takes his time here. I don't remember why. Now, normally Miss Mac will have leftovers, but of course leftovers is banned from this tournament, or at least this round of the tournament. So I just gave it a Shell Bell instead as a substitute. Nowhere near as good, but hell. And here I'm just waiting for like 5 minutes for him to make a move. He's probably just checking stats or watching my videos. I don't know. I have no idea what he's doing. Maybe he's trying to see what Cho can do. So there he becomes confused and uses RAR. I'm like, damn, well, oh well. And here I send out Mamoswine. I'm like, okay, I just gotta EQ this biatch here. And it does it quite a bit. And luckily he hurts himself. And I know he's gonna switch out to... Here I'm thinking, okay, he's probably gonna switch out to Latios. And I might as well just use Don't Move as Death Fodder. But no, he switches out to Shaman, so I'm like, okay, cool. That works too. I'll just Air Slash, and he probably doesn't have much I can take care of that. So, I Air Slash, and he switches out to Shakelax. I'm like, okay, works too. My Reflect wears off, and I'm like, blah. I think it's kind of funny that I'm faster than Snorlax even when paralyzed, but hell, Choice Scarf Togekiss is owns. Yes, it's a Choice Scarf Togekiss, and it's just pretty much rape. I haven't used Don't Move in a very long time, and I have to say that's really a bad decision on my part not to use it. But oh well. And Life Orb's just slowly wearing him down. And Mamoswine is scarfed anyway, but I use Ice Shard just because that's pretty much the only thing that right now that Mammoth's wanting to do to actually hurt Latios. And he sends out an ape, and I'm thinking it's probably scarfed or something, I don't know. I don't want to ice shard it. So I send out 2 Cool. And Tentacruel is pretty much an overall counter to ape unless they have Earthquake, which is very rare. And here comes this Shaman, I'm like, okay, cool. There I'm pointing out I have Black Sludge and not Lefties. Lucky for him, his Leech Seed actually missed because I have Liquid Ooze, and you never want to Leech Seed a Tentacruel because they're just gross. He decides to rest because that's just pretty much the thing you should do. I guess that was the right move to do. That's about it. He switches and goes back to Frostlass, and of course Stealth Rock is going to finish that off with no problem. And right about here, I'm guessing that Tentacruel walls just about everything in his team. So I surf. It doesn't quite take out Suicune. It's probably Life Orb, because that's what people like doing with Suicunes. They like Life Orbing them and Scarfing them, just to be random. And I Ice Beam it to finish it off, because apparently I'm faster. And here comes Ape. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna surf. And he Mac Punches for some reason. I don't know, it must be a Choice Banded for an Ape. I don't know, that's a weird combination. And two Cools pretty much won it for me. There's not much he can do. There's his Shaman again. I guess he could rest, but then something else would come out and charge and beat him. I knock out his Life Orb because that's hurting me and I don't like it. So I use Seed Flare again. Might get a defense drop. Doesn't really matter. And that's the end of the game. I finish him off with Ice Beam, and the score's 4-0, I think. Well, I can't wait to fight in the next round for Trainer 14's challenge thing. I don't know. See you guys later. Bye.